Hi, my name is Reed Carter, and today I'm going to tell you about a mission trip that I was able to go on with my grandmother's church from Brookhaven. Well, one day my mom and I were sitting on the couch, and she said, "Reed, what do you think about going to Bolivia with your grandmother's church?" And I said, "Well, I don't know. I'll think about it." Well, that meant I really did not want to go. Well, about a week later, she came to me and she said, "Well, Reed, I signed you up for Bolivia." And so that was that, and I said, "Yes, ma'am." And so I went to Bolivia. The more I thought about it, the more I kind of wanted to go, but I didn't know what I was getting into. So finally, I went, and it was completely different than I thought it was going to be. When we arrived in Santa Cruz at the airport, I walked outside, and it was just complete culture shock. It was like some rundown city in America, but worse than any rundown city in America you've ever seen. So we stayed at some lady's house, the head missionary, her name was Sue, and we stayed at her house in Santa Cruz, and the next day we got up and we took about a 5 to 6 hour bus ride down gravel roads to a village where we stayed. We stayed in a hotel, and the hotel was a nice hotel for there, but it was bad for where, like, America. So the beds were like sleeping on this countertop, and we had no hot water, but every morning we had to get up and we rode on this bus. When I say bus, I don't mean Greyhound. I mean like a wrecked school bus is basically what it was, and we rode on that for an hour down gravel roads every day to the villages that we went to. Our mission while we were there was telling people about Jesus. My mom and I were in charge of Bible school during the day, and then after Bible school we would walk around to different houses and tell people to come to the church services that were that night. We had 2 church services every day. We had one during the day at one village, and then at the next village we went and did another church service. Some of the interesting things I saw were their houses. Their houses were adobe houses, which are mud houses, and their roofs are thatched roofs, which are made out of palm leaves. And their beds were either made out of hay with a sheet over them, and some people slept in hammocks at night in their beds. They had dirt floors. I even saw pigs sleeping under some man's bed while he was asleep. And so their houses were way worse than anything that we could ever imagine. There were pigs walking around in the streets. There were 5 people on motorcycles. They had 3 adults and 2 babies hanging on the side. And that was common. So it was just a completely different culture shock than I've ever seen in my life, and I'm going back this summer.
Oops.